On June 19, 1892, two young children, ages 4 and 6, are killed in their home in a small town in Argentina. The case would change history. But who killed these children and why? And how did Argentine police use a new technology to discover the identity of the killer? In the seaside town of Necochea, the children's wounded mother, Francisca Rojas, reported to police that a neighbor had entered her home during the night and slit the throats of the children and tried to kill her as well. That neighbor, Pedro Ramon Velazquez, was then subjected to intense questioning by police using methods that were anything but ethical, as he was tortured both physically and psychologically in an effort to get him to confess. At one point, police even tied him to the corpses of the children overnight to try to break him. But Velazquez never wavered and continued to profess his innocence. Juan Vucetich, a police officer at regional headquarters in Buenos Aires, had been intrigued with cutting-edge theories of fingerprint identification, and he hoped the new technology could crack the case. A bloody thumbprint was found at the scene, and Vucetich was able to identify that the print belonged not to Velazquez, but to Rojas, the children's mother. When confronted, she confessed that she had killed her own children to try to improve her chances of marrying her boyfriend, who reportedly disliked children. Francisca Rojas was sentenced to life in prison. It was the world's first use of fingerprint identification in a criminal case. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 1856, the newly formed Republican Party chooses John C. Fremont as its first presidential candidate. In 1865, in Galveston, Union General Granger announces that slavery has ended, prompting Juneteenth. In 1867, the Mexican Republic executes Emperor Maximilian I during the Second Franco-Mexican War. In 1944, U.S. carrier-based fighters decimate the Japanese fleet in the Marianas Turkey Shoot. In 1953, Julius and Ethel Rosenberg are executed for espionage in the electric chair at Sing Sing Prison. In 2013, American actor James Gandolfini dies of a heart attack at age 51 while vacationing in Rome. In 2024, Russia's Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un sign a diplomatic and defense agreement. And now it's time for our Today in History quiz. How many workers were killed in coal mining accidents in China in 2002? 7, 70, 700, or 7,000? Liked learning about the first case solved using fingerprints? Then you'll love this one about the 1980s Tylenol murders. Tap the screen to keep the story going on Today in History.